सर एस्ट्रोपोर्ट पेज पर हैं? ओके सर, हम लोग स्टार्ट करते हैं. सो एम आई ऑडिएबल टू यू? खोलो youtube.com astroport.
फिर से वीडियो ऑन करो. इसकी बहन.
फिर मैं तुम्हें दिखा रहा, सर को पूछ कि हम लोग लाइव हैं या नहीं, ये पूछेगा फ़ोन करके.
अरे व्हाट्सएप नहीं करना होगा.
So hello everyone and good night. Oh sorry. So hello everyone and good evening to all of you. I am Shubham Kumar, Education as Officer, Astroport India. So I am here to give you an opportunity to observe the full moon tonight. And what's special about this full moon? So the today's full moon actually called the harvest full moon. So in the observational point of view, it will look like the same full moon, same other full moons. But what's the special about it? Why we are observing it and why it is named as the harvest full moon? So we will talk all these things in detail over here, and we will do a live observation over here. And what we will do, I have actually mount my mobile phone onto the telescope with a adapter, and I'll make you observe the moon. I'll make you observe the harvest moonlight. But before that, what is the harvest moon? We will talk it in our observation. So basically, when the full moon reaches its full phase closest to the autumnal equinox, then it is called the harvest full moon. So tonight the moon reaches its full phase, and on 22nd September we have observed the autumnal equinox.
Focus.
So the full moon close to the autumnal equinox is called the harvest full moon. But what is the mean of this harvest full moon, and why we are calling this full moon is a harvest full moon? So harvest full moon is just a name, but as per the observational view, it is same like the other full moons. But on an average, the moon rises 52 minutes later each day. But when the full moon happens close to the autumnal equinox, so the moon rises closer to the sunset. So there is a quite interesting story behind it, that the earlier time the harvest moon used to help the farmers to to harvest their crops for the winters. So let me find the moon in my frame so that you can observe that. So you can see on the screen that the moon is in my frame now, and you can observe it. And along with that, I will share a story why we call this full moon as the full moon. So this is the first full moon after the autumnal equinox. So it rises 25 to 30 minutes later, just after the sunset. So normally the moon rises 52 minutes later each day, but the harvest full moon rises 25 to 30 minutes later after the sunset, and it has only happened for the several days. So in these days the moon is so bright and rises close to the sun. So in earlier times it was used to help the farmers to harvest their crops for the winters. So that's why we call it the harvest full moon. So this is the small story, this is the short story behind the name of the moon, and this is the harvest full moon. So you can actually observe the moon, and it is clearly visible on my screen.
Okay.
And I have the moon map over here, so you can see, actually right now you can see the craters, the Tycho craters. You can actually see the top of the screen, and and this is the Copernicus craters are also visible, and you can see the dark regions on the moon. There are the Marias. So the Mare Nubium and the Mare Humorum and Grimaldi, and these are the Marias visible on right now. So you can see on the screen. So we are observing the moon from Astroport Sariska currently. I have mount my phone onto the telescope only for you, so that you can observe the harvest full moon while staying at home. And I am enjoying very much right now, and I am very happy, so that I'm making so that you are also observing the moon and while staying at home. So this is very special for me, that I am the reason that the Astroport brings an opportunity to all of you, so that you can observe the moon tonight. Okay, currently a bird is passing in front of the moon. I hope you noticed that movement. I'm also capturing some pictures momentary. So you can see that with a simple instrument, just using your mobile phone and a simple mobile phone adapter, you can actually observe the moon, and it's an mesmerizing experience for me. So I hope you are also enjoying. So you can actually observe the motion of the moon, because the telescope is currently showing us the 48 times magnification. So you can actually observe the motion of the moon. It is actually getting out of the frame within some seconds. So as the different full moons falls in the different seasons, so we give them the different names. Okay, so one of our viewers have asked a question, that why does the moon have craters? So okay, because the asteroid and comets, you all know that the space rocks which are revolving around the sun in their respective orbits. So when the asteroid or comets crosses the orbit of moon in their respective paths, so they actually fall onto the moon. So you can actually observe it with a simple example. When you when you pick a stone or pebbles and throw it onto ground also, so it will create through that impact, it will create a cavity over there. So same happened on the moon. When an asteroid or comet or a space rocks fall onto the moon surface, so due to the impact of that massive body, impact cavity formed onto the moon surface. So due to that cavity, and the craters are formed onto the moon. Some of the craters are also visible right now. You can actually see. So because there is no life on the moons, and there is no significant atmosphere, and there is nothing to stop that, nothing to remove all those marks, so the craters remains, and all the marks remains for the longer times. So actually the all asteroids, due to the asteroid impact, due to the comets or meteoroid impact, the craters are formed onto the moon surface. So this is the reason. I hope you are enjoying the view. So as the moon is getting out of the frame, so I need to back it focus again and again. So I'm so very much sorry for that, because I am making this live stream with using my mobile phone, so it is creating a little bit of problem, and I need to focus it again and again. You can actually observe the motion of the moon, and we are observing it at 48 times magnification, so relatively faster than its individual motion. So it is getting out of frame within some seconds if you keep on observing for for the next few seconds it will get out of your frame. So it's a mesmerizing experience for me that to observe the motion of the moon even. You can see that the moon is so bright, and we all know that the full moon is not the best phase to observe the feature in detail, because the brightness is so much that we cannot observe the features in detail. So the first quarter moon is said to be the best phase to observe the features of the moon, but the full moon is at its beauty. Due to that much of brightness, you can see on the screen that we are not able to see all the features in very much detail. So earlier times when the moon rises just closest to the sunset time, so in the evening sky it was used to shine very brightly and used to come just after the sunset. I've already told you, just 20 to 25 minutes after the sunset. So usually it comes daily at 52 minutes later each day, but in these days for several days it will come just 20 to 25 minutes later. So basically it was used to help the farmers, so that's why we gave it this name, the harvest full moon. I need to back it in my frame. So please comment us if you observe the Tycho crater in the frame. If you observe the Tycho crater onto the moon's picture which is live into your frame, so please comment us if you notice that thing. And the Copernicus crater is also visible at the time, and the Mare Tranquillities, Mare and the Mare Nectaris is also visible. So these are the some dark portions on the region. These are the mareas, and these are formed due to the volcanic eruptions on the moon. So please comment, please note down, please write something in the comment and the features you have observed in the moon. And share your stories if you have any special stories about the moon, because everyone has its own stories in own memories related to the moon. Of course it is the brightest and beautiful object in the night sky, so everyone should have their own stories. Basically right now I'm using the Dobsonian reflector telescope to make it live, and this is a 8-inch Dobsonian Newtonian reflector telescope. So I am using it with a mobile phone mount and using the 25mm eyepiece. I am currently getting the 48 times magnification, and this is the result of all this process. You can actually see the beautiful moon on your screen. So this observation was really a surprise for you. It is not planned, it's actually a surprise for you. And I thought that the harvest full moon, we should observe this full moon, and what can be done for the normal public also. So we thought that we should make a live observation, and we should make a plan to to make it live to all other people while staying at home. So staying at home, you can also observe the moon. So Astroport brings that opportunity for you. Okay, now I hope it is clear. I hope you might have observed that the birds are also passing in my frame. So birds are passing in front of the moon, so it is capturing in my telescope also. फोन लगा गया।
नहीं लग रहा, व्हाट्सएप कॉलिंग नहीं होता है वहाँ पे बस। और 7 मिनट, 9:30 बजे तक।
बोला क्या बोले क्या वो? हाँ।
जो भी सेशन में बताते वो बता दो।
कौन से सेशन में?
ये सेशन में।
So okay, I am back right now. So I hope you have noticed that the sometimes moon is visible in the day sky as well, and sometimes so it rises at different times. So what's the reason behind it that the moon rises at different times every day? So I'll share the reason behind this, that the on the day of full moon, it just after the sunset, the moon rises from the east directions, and if it is rising at 6 or 6:25 p.m. today, so it will again rise on the next day at just 52 minutes later. And in this cycle, it will, after each progressive day, it will rise after 52 minutes, so it will rise 52 minutes later each day. So what's the reason behind it that it rises approximately 1 hour later each day? So as the moon orbits the earth nearly 27.8 days, and the same 27.8 days, in the same 27.8 days it also makes a rotation around the earth. So actually the moon is tightly locked with the earth, so it makes a, and this special motion is named as the synchronous motion. So in the same duration of time, it actually makes a rotation around the rotation around on its own axis, and within the same duration it actually making a revolution around the earth. So it is actually tightly locked, so we always see only same phase of the moon, and that is the lighted phase, and we cannot see the far side of the moon. To do that, we need to actually send a mission to see the far side of the moon, and that was a unexplored side of the moon, because we cannot observe it from the moon. We only see the same phase of the moon as per the earth's perspective, because as the moon rotates on its axis, it makes the same, it's actually in the same duration of time it makes a one revolution, and in the same duration time it makes a one rotation also. So the rotation and revolution time period are same, and this special motion is called the synchronous motion. So that's why we only see the same phase of the moon. And if we so moon travels just 13 degree in our sky. So 12 degree is due to the 360-degree circle. If we divide it just by 360 divided by 30, so it comes roughly 12 degree in on the daily basis. So 12 degree shift is the daily basis. So it's actually 12 degree backward direction में shift होगा moon हमारे लिए sky में. And because the earth is also revolving around the sun, so in one day earth actually 1 degree shift होता है अपने orbit में around the earth, around the sun. So if we sum 12 degree plus 1 degree comes 13 degree. So this is the actually shift of the moon for us into the night sky. So actually 13 degree is a daily shift. So moon rises, moon shifts 13 degree back in the sky daily. So that is the reason behind it, that the moon rises 52 minutes later each day. So, and that's the reason that we sometimes we can see the moon in the day sky as well, and sometimes so on the daily basis it rises at the different times. So this is the technical reason behind the moon rising at different times. So guys, the Astroport brought to you an opportunity to observe the moon. Then we have suddenly planned a live observation of harvest moon, and I hope you have enjoyed the live observation. You have enjoyed the mesmerizing view of moon. I hope you must have liked the story which I have shared with you, and why it is called the harvest moon. And I hope you observed, while staying at home, you have observed the mesmerizing beauty of the moon. So I hope I hope this is the we should end this observation now. And thank you for observing thank you for attending this session. Thank you for taking the part in this live observation. And so good night everyone, guys. We will meet in our next live observation. And till that time, good night. Keep looking up, keep safe, stay safe. So thank you guys, and bye bye, and good night once again.